I told you. I told you. Honestly, I needed to take like the day to process everything, and I was right about everything. I'm not talking about predictions. I was just right about the flow of the weekend, wasn't I? Night one was something special. Night one was WrestleMania. Night two is where it all fell apart in the eyes and ears of just about everybody. There was no comparison. You know what I refer to as night one was the dream coming true, the fairy tale ending we wanted. Night two was the cold slap of reality that was WrestleMania 39 in the long run of everyone's minds. How's everyone doing? Your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. It's time to run this down. I am short on time as it is. I wasn't even sure if I was going to make a video, but after watching a compilation of the YouTube audience's reactions to Roman Reigns beating Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, I felt like I had to jump on. First off, I will say this, we did pretty good here. We did pretty good. If you guys were on my bandwagon, 11 out of 13. Not bad. Only one match wrong for each show. I would say that's our best WrestleMania on the channel, so let's give ourselves a round of applause. We did pretty damn well here. Running through night two, well, we started off with Brock Lesnar, Omos. That was a waste of time. Honestly, a big waste of time. But here's the thing. I called it. I didn't think Omos was going to get the win. If he didn't beat Lashley at WrestleMania last year, he's not beating Brock. Brock's just going to beat him, and that's it. Fine. I got my Brock hype, but it means nothing in the long run of things. Nothing. Four-way women's tag. Oh my God, what a piece of garbage. And I'm not blaming the competitors for that. The match was orchestrated terribly. There were some little nice spots, like with Shotzi and Natty and whatnot. They didn't do anything funny with Chelsea Green at all. She wasn't even the one that tapped, which astonished me. After not doing anything the whole match, Ronda and Shayna just jumped back in, and Ronda Rousey submitted Shotzi, of all people, to remind us of that cluster match at Survivor Series, and that was it. That was terrible. That was really bad. The result was what was expected, but it sucked. It tanked. Trash. Garbage, fecal matter. Okay, because it's in my mind. I know there's 4 other matches outside of those 2 that we did predictions for, but just because in my mind. Okay, so what did we do night one? We had The Miz have his little open challenge thanks to Snoop Dogg, and Pat McAfee came out, and George Riddle Kittle from the 49ers really putting in the work. What did we do WrestleMania night 2? We had Shane McMahon come out, and what did he do? He broke his foot. I don't even know the details around that, but I just find that hysterical. Shane McMahon is the scapegoat for this surprise. He hurts himself, and then Snoop Dogg hits a people's elbow and pins The Miz. What is that crap? I love Snoop Dogg. That was hysterical. But what garbage, trash, hilarious trash, mind you, though. And the irony of it all. Bobby Lashley did come out, however, he only just came to show off his trophy, stand there, and that was it. So the open challenge was completely wrong regarding him with Rumor Roundup. Now, what are the other 4 again? I'd like to do them in order, but I'm almost already forgetting. I have 3 of them in mind. What was the other? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. You know what? One great thing about the evening, the triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship was a false finisher marathon bless. That was great. That was fantastic. I have no complaints with that. However, they made the finish far too predictable by having Gunther out of the equation for far too long. That's my biggest gripe with this. But the match was fun. It could have been longer, and I'll be honest, it could have been more brutal. That's just me talking. I'm no wrestler. I'm no freaking athlete by their means, but it was painful. I honestly thought it'd be more painful, but maybe it's for the better that it wasn't. But Gunther retains the championship and continues his illustrious reign, and it's what I expected, so I'm not complaining. Bianca, Asuka, again, these 2 actually outdid what I expected them to do in the ring. I thought it was a good match. But oh boy, the Hall of Fame really put Asuka up that she was going to do this, and with all of the Muda stuff surrounding her. But no, she misses with her mist, ironically enough, and after a great series, Bianca strengthens her up to retain the championship and keep her going. I told you, I didn't have faith with this trash build. Bianca Belair retains the Raw Women's Championship, and at this point, she should just hold it forever, and like keep winning at WrestleMania. She should be the woman to stay undefeated at WrestleMania. I was cool with that, but a lot of people weren't because Asuka still hasn't won a WrestleMania. It's another shaft. I don't blame them one bit. Hell in a Cell, Edge and the Demon. Well, I'll say one thing. Well, I guess more than one thing. Edge's entrance was hilarious. I don't know what that was, but it was funny, is what it was. It looked like Hikaru Shida's old Titantron look back in the AEW days. And then the Balor came out looking and sounding exactly like the old Demon. That was cool. Didn't hate that. And the match was pretty good. I was kind of surprised they kept it in the cell the whole time, but it worked for me. The match worked for me. And then Edge won. After what you did at Extreme Rules a couple of years ago, the Demon, you bring him back for him to lose. I was wrong. This is the one that got me of the night. I bought into the Demon hype again, and look what it got me. Edge, great to see him win if that's his last WrestleMania. But I really thought Finn was going to get the stock going. But you know what? Considering things like WWE being sold somewhat to UFC, this might be the last time I'm doing this kind of thing. I don't know, guys. Like, change is coming. We keep saying that, and when it finally happens, we shouldn't be that surprised. But let's get into the main event because I want to wrap this up as quick as possible. The match was great. The match was really good. The false finishes were having me. But what did they do? They did the same crap in the main event of WrestleMania. See, here's the thing. Roman has won somewhat clean / on his own the past two. I know there was Jey Uso in the triple threat, but that was a no disqualification match. Roman's making use of that. Last year, he beat Brock Lesnar clean. It wasn't great. It was probably one of their most boring matches, but he beat Lesnar clean. This year, after some, again, great false finishes with the Usos and Kevin and Sami coming out to even the odds. Well, what did we do? We had Cody goes for 3 crossroads, and then Sikoa, who got previously ejected, comes back out. Samoan spike behind the ref's back where Heyman's distracting him. Super second spear, and Roman Reigns wins. I told you we weren't finished. I really like my San Martino theory with Roman. Either he beats the reign or he is number 2 in longest reign. That might be my new statement here. As far as what happens with Cody, you know what? It was shenanigans. He can get a rematch, but when, where, we don't know. I don't know, but I had to make a video. Hysterical. Thank you guys for following with WrestleMania. Enjoy wrestling with what you can. And like I said, you want the fairy tale? Watch night 1. You want a hard slap of reality? Watch night 2. You might like both. You might hate both. You might like one of the over the other. We're all different. We all have different opinions. But we all like to watch the wrestling. Keep it real, everyone. I'll see you later. Acknowledge him.